So I keep having this dream that I'm completely untethered to any luggage while I travel.
Las Vegas, your bags are shopping on carousel.
Nothing, not even one bag. I just have a toothbrush and I'm on my way. And then I realize that's going to be a lot of problems. But it becomes a little bit more difficult. Are you going to have a jacket, not have a jacket? What happens when it's really hot with a jacket? You have charging equipment for your phone. Yeah, just so many other things that you want. You need soap to clean the one set of clothes you have. These are all issues. I figure the best thing is to travel with as little as possible, not with nothing. Hello, this is my one bag, a personal bag, that is all I took with me to over a month in Southeast Asia. A little bit easier because it's all warm weather. I also have this little fanny pack, which I can wear or pack in this bag, and it will still fit underneath the seat in front of me on an airline. Never pay for baggage, either excess or just a carry-on has fees these days. This weighs about 9.5 pounds, 4.3 kilos. It's really not bad. I can carry it around the city when I need to. I'm going to show you what I take and how I do it. It's pretty easy. For the people who requested this, Tracy in Dallas, Spence in Bethesda, this is for you. First of all, let me say what I have on. This is what I usually travel in: a button-down shirt, long pants, and all my pants have zippered pockets. And in the zippered pocket, I keep in a little baggie my passport. There are three things you can't lose in travel, and one is your passport, two is your wallet, three is your phone, and in my case, four, my watch. So let's dig into what I just keep in the fanny pack. Nothing special, just a couple DEET wipes that if the bugs are bad, I have access to those. Pair of headphones. I usually keep my phone in the fanny pack as well if I don't want to keep it in a pants pocket. I have a charging cable, a pen, glasses wipe, sunscreen for the face because I usually try to wear long sleeves. I don't have to do much in the way of sunscreen. Another anti-bug lotion in this case. And I always carry a few flushable wipes. The trick is don't flush them, even if it's not ear plumbing. Never flush these, but they're invaluable to have ready for you. You never know where you're going to be and whether toilet paper is available. The secret to good travel is take binder clips. Nothing more important for travel than that. Power supply, this is a 5K unit. Little spoon. Here's a wrist strap that I can attach my phone to. This way I don't have anxiety when peering over a bridge or a pier. Couple cable ties, emery board, Sharpie, Pepto-Bismol, ibuprofen, and one antidiarrheal medication, a towel that when you get it wet expands, and lip balm. And never hurts to have a safety pin. Now let's get into the big bag. Start with the little compartment I have here. By the way, this bag is an Eddie Bauer, it's called a stowaway. Basically packs into itself in a tiny little footprint. I don't use that function. Here's some electronic doodads that I have, adapter cables, a wireless mic, lots of different adapter cables. I can do C to A to C. Here's my liquids bag, Purell, toothpaste, Dr. Bonners. Now, Dr. Bonners is the key for this because with Dr. Bonners, you can use this to wash your clothes with every night. And that's why I don't have to take too many clothes. In here, I also keep a little braided expansion cable that will fit across my room somewhere, tie it to something. and then I can hang my clothes to dry, and a spork. And because I need glasses, I always take a second pair with me, and in the second pair I keep an extra glasses wipe tie that I can wear around my neck, so once again I don't damage or drop my glasses if I'm looking over something, or if I'm on a roller coaster, you never know, and a sunglass adapter, clip-on sunglass adapter. And that's it for the small little pocket. On the outside pocket, I carry a super lightweight umbrella. Umbrellas for rain and hot weather, you can't beat this. If you wear a rain jacket, you're gonna sweat and get wet from the inside instead of the outside. The umbrella will keep you cool and dry. Inside, I do have a little rain jacket. It's more for extra warmth than anything else. You never know when it might be a little chilly inside or what have you. So yes, I carry a little rain jacket. I never really had to use it. I wore it one day to the airport in Saigon because it was raining that day, but I didn't need it. It just made me sweat a lot. Here's my DOP kit. The only thing special about this is I cut my toothbrush because a full-size toothbrush with these little quart-sized bags means lots of holes are punched. This doesn't punch it. Always have floss, tweezers, nail clippers, comb. There's a tiny little toothpaste here. Here's my emergency bag. I've got extra shoelace, extra twine to tie things, a couple extra medications. A styptic pencil is fantastic should you ever bleed and you can't get it to stop. Just a few extra things. I even have a little P47 can opener. Here's my multi-country power adapter. As you can see, it basically does every country. I like this one because it gives me 2 Type A USBs and 3 Type USB-Cs at a decent current. So everything charges pretty fast, just a few hours, and I've got my camera, my phone, my earplugs, all charges pretty fast on this. Can't complain about this. Here's something you don't see every day. When I travel, it's a little bulky, but I always carry a little towel with me. I can actually dry off completely with this, and it dries in about an hour. It's fantastic. I get these at Costco in a 30-some pack, and they're dirt cheap. These work. I've taken with me before full-size travel towels. These don't dry off well at all. It makes you feel damp completely. This will dry you off. And then I carry a sleeping bag liner. Now the sleeping bag liner is for basically if I should stay at a hostel, and I only had to do that in Singapore, and I didn't even need it as it turned out, but I'm glad I had it. This also I spray with Permathon. It's an anti-mosquito, anti-bug spray. It's safe once it dries for skin-to-skin contact. It's a lifesaver. When I walk the Camino, I had to have this as my only method of covering myself in bed. I wear 1 pair of socks. I pack 2 pair ankle socks, darn tough merino wool socks. I have a beard. I take the Philips One Blade, can trim my beard. I have all the adapters for it for beard trimming. And instead of having to carry an extra cable to recharge this, I bought this little adapter that will let it recharge from a USB-C cable, which I am already carrying for my phone. I have 2 t-shirts that I take. This is the Uniqlo. It's very, very lightweight. It is very, very thin material. It weighs nothing. It packs to nothing. It supposedly has a little odor resistance to it. It's still very thin though. It's not my favorite t-shirt, but for travel, it's really a nice second t-shirt. And Uniqlo. Highly recommend having one of these. This is my second and only other t-shirt. This is a 32 degree. I think I got it for $3 in a 2-pack from Costco on clearance. And it also has a little odor resistance. It dries not as quickly as the Uniqlo, but it still will dry overnight, especially in a room with air conditioning. And little trick, I always carry a 10-foot, 3.3 meter USB cable with me to charge my phone. Sometimes they're far away from the bed. The outlets are far away from the bed. So I like to be able to plan my next day or plan whatever travel I need en route. So I keep this. Even if you want to watch a movie, take a long USB cable. I use ex officio boxer briefs. They dry quickly. Pack 2 pair, wear 1. This is a no-name brand, Amazon find. It's a sun shirt, has a hood, has SPF 50, and I wear this. I wore this on the Caminos I did. I highly recommend a sun shirt because you don't have to wear sunscreen on your arms, neck. It's just really nice to have a sun shirt. So that's it for all my tops. What I'm wearing is my button down, 2 t-shirts, and the sun shirt. Pair of gym shorts, bathing suit shorts. Can't complain about these at all. They have built-in liner. They turned out to be pajamas as well. Really good pajamas. Here's my walking around in shorts. Once again, they're from Costco. They're Gary brand. The important thing is they have a zipper pocket. You gotta have a zipper pocket, keep that passport safe. And I also throw my wallet in the zippered pocket. I bring a lock with me because when staying in a hostel, there are times when they only have a hasp and you have to provide your own lock. It didn't happen to me on this past trip in Southeast Asia, but it's really convenient to have when I was in Spain. I have in a separate bag my shower shoes, and because I wear size 15 and it's hard to get replacement shoes, should something happen to my main shoes, I always try to make them so that they're good for walking around. These weigh a little bit over a pound, so they're pretty hefty, 0.6 kilograms, but I have replaced it for something half the weight. The Zero shoes, they take up a lot less room, as you can see, and I'm looking forward to my next trip with the lighter shoes. And that is it. On my bag is a hero clip. Highly recommend one of these. It is to hang your bag if you're in a restroom or at a table or just someplace so that you can hang it over the rim and then connect your little strap here to it. Voila. I highly recommend this. That's it. I see people traveling with a backpack in the front, a bigger backpack on the back. I see them all over. They're part of the, backpack trail through Southeast Asia. And I'm thinking, what are they bringing that they need so much stuff? You don't need a lot of stuff. If you have to, you can certainly buy it there. Only difference I would do for make it 3 season instead of just all summer season, which is what Southeast Asia is. If I was going someplace that might have cold weather, I would pack a down jacket that I would fit in here. Wouldn't use a stuff sack, just stuff it down the bottom. I would use thermal leggings to make it a little bit warmer. And that's all you need. The people who just travel with so much. You have to pay extra on the smaller airlines, on Asian airlines, on European airlines. You fly Ryanair, you're paying extra for the benefit of bringing stuff on. Like I said, this weighs 4.3 kilos, a little under 9.5 pounds. One thing I also took, I didn't take this one. I took something that was about half this size. This opens up to be another backpack, and I take this because I can stuff this in my fanny pack and walk around the city. And if I want to stop for water or groceries, I can do that with that little fanny pack. Keep the umbrella in it. The one I've lost since coming back is from Decathlon. It's a 10-liter size, weighs an ounce maybe, and it holds up to 10 liters. And putting 3 1-liter or 1.5-liter bottles of water into the back of it is not an issue. Highly recommend you take one of those. We don't have Decathlons here. My next trip I'll get one from Decathlon, but this is a slightly bigger one, and it has separate water bottle holsters. I do keep a water bottle in here. What else do I do? I keep snacks, protein bars, whatever. Take less, people. Take less. You know, is it one bagging? If you're one bag, you have to pay for? Yeah, I guess it is technically, but it's not ideal. If you don't have to pay for it, and it just is free, you don't have to worry about being early boarding. You can be the last person to board a plane and it's still going to fit under the seat in front of you. It's so worth it to take less. Thanks for watching. I hope you watch my videos of my travels through Southeast Asia, Mexico, the Caminos, and pastrami tours. Thanks for watching.